Boom. So here's what happened. We ran out of propane first, and I got the dividend like I wanted. I got one end twisted before running out. Probably want to tighten that twist up some more. Twist up this other end. But you didn't get to see any of that because what I didn't know until I went in to edit the video is that the microphone had died about halfway through. So missed all that fun stuff. Luckily, nothing bad happened except for the propane tank running out. But we got a fresh tank on. Got the microphones all charged up. Let's get this done today. Supposed to put the flame in first. We learned that earlier. I'm gonna blow myself up one of these days. Flame on, gas on. This is cold. I know that because it's been sitting out all night. But in you go. It rained a little last night, so there's some moisture in there. That's why, I'm guessing that's why it's sputtering like that. Where we are here, raised it up to about 10 psi. That seems to be the magic number. Once it gets warmed up, we'll get to work. So I got this pair of channel locks that I'm going to use to try and twist this side up. I was using this yesterday, which you didn't see because my microphone cut out. But it got a good like one twist, but then it wouldn't grip it enough to turn it around any further than that. But I'm gonna try and get like at least 2 twists going the opposite way of the first side. Hopefully, if I get it right. Channel locks work a whole hell of a lot better. I definitely need some kind of base on this here vise because it just keeps spinning with me, which is no good, as you can imagine. If I put some kind of base on it that I could stand on, it's not too bad of a twist. I'll put the little curly Q, if I draw that out, put the little curly Q on the end. I don't know. I kind of like this twist better than this one. I don't know. Back in the fire. We got that first side, or the second side, twisted up nice and tight. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and try and tighten up that first side. Maybe get it to match, or at least very close to it, while keeping it straight, which seems to be a problem. Righty tighty. Everybody knows that. Come on. So, as you see, it's not overly straight. I don't have a rawhide mallet or anything like that. Schwacker. But what I do have, and I'm going to attempt to use, this here block of wood. Maybe I can straighten it out without damaging the twist. Maybe we'll get some little flame show. This is looking pretty orange to me. I don't know how it's coming off on the camera. It's a little bit straighter. Still got some work to do. Hear a lot of talk about hammer technique all the time. Nobody really talks about your tong hand. And I do feel like that takes some technique as well, which I clearly have not mastered. You see these guys flipping these things around all the time. Maybe they got a clip on the back, I don't know. But I get nervous. I get that hot piece of steel in there and try and flip it around. I worry I'm going to lose my grip and that steel is just going to come back and, you know, do some damage to myself or itself. But I guess with a little piece of steel like this, it's not too big of a deal. Just rolling it around like that. I mean, these are not the greatest tongs. Straighten up, put the other side in the heat, straighten that up too. And then we'll draw down them ends, hopefully. Get a nice little curly Q on there. And then bend it around. And it'll be a bracelet. I don't think I need these anymore, so out with you. I think I'm going to use the little 1 pounder to try and draw that end down to a point, maybe over the horn. Drawing down is like one of the most basic skills that a blacksmith can learn, and I have not learned it yet. That's why they used to make so many nails back in the day. Drawing down is a very important skill, is a very important skill. And I struggle with it. I get a lot of fish lipping quite often. I try to push it back in. As you can see, that is a mess. I'll try to work with it. Maybe I could just grind it out later. Oh. Maybe I just need to leave it in the fire longer. So I'm gonna give the 2-pounder a try, because it seems to be pretty slow going with the 1-pounder. Over the horn. Definitely takes it out of alignment, but it drew it out a little bit better. We still got some fish lipping going on, which I'm going to chalk up to poor technique. Not exactly prettiest thing you ever saw. And hopefully she'll like it. I'm sure she'll like it. Not going to win any contests, but not entering in any contest. It's the effort that is an expression of my love, not the skill level. Luckily. I think the tricky part is going to be making sure I curl them cues in the same direction. Hopefully my point isn't too thick. I'm a little worried about that. I'm going to heat it up a little bit, pull it out, brush it off, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Weatherman says it's not supposed to rain till 6 p.m. But it's been feeling like it's about to open up any second now. Hopefully it'll wait till I'm done. Not sure what time it is now, but it ain't 6. I doubt it's even 10. I don't have my phone on me to check. I got this Fitbit watch, but the screen is completely dead, so I can't tell you anything. It shows me absolutely nothing. But it goes to the app and it still tracks my movements and whatnot. So I'll keep it. I didn't buy it for a watch anyway. I bought it to keep track of my steps, which it does fairly accurately, I do believe. They are some ugly points. Is that focusing? Can you see that? If I get out of the picture. I don't know if that's going to focus. They're kind of thick and they're kind of gnarly. I'll try to planish them up a bit before I curl them. Maybe that'll make a difference. We shall see. Shall we not? See if that'll do all right. Put the very tip over the edge here. Just kind of gently work it around. Then flip it. Bring it back. What do you think of that? Doesn't look like much, but I'm pretty proud of it. Now we gotta make sure the other side is in the same direction. Just a tip. That would have been a lot cooler if I didn't have to look down and the hammer was actually facing the right way. Now that we're up close and personal, spin it around, give it a little tappy taps. I think that looks pretty good. Not exactly the same, but hey, I'm a rookie. Put it back in the fire. Straighten it all back out again. See about bending them twisted ends around. I was a little unclear about how I was going to get the ends bent around to make it actually a bracelet, not just a stick. And I think I'm going to put it in a vise and use these scrolling tongs from Tom Tongs. I don't have a lot of experience with them, but with any luck, I'll get it right on the first try. Righty tighty. Make sure to bend it the right way. Not terrible. Not great. Maybe we could use the horn of the anvil and that piece of wood to tidy it up a bit. But it's a good start. What more can you ask for? It'll be nice to have like a rawhide mallet or something like that. Maybe that'll be the next purchase. But I need a lot of things. But I'm gonna try and give it a couple of little love taps with this small little hammer. And with any luck, that won't do any noticeable damage. Put it right on the horn. If I can get it back out of here again. Put it in there pretty deep, and it's pretty tiny. Right back on the horn. Some little love taps up top. Little tappy taps on the bottom. Come on now. I tell you what, that paint stinks when it gets hot on the anvil. Get right up in there. Just try to get some kind of uniform shape. Oh, there, fella. Don't you go crazy now. So it's not great, as you can see. I gotta probably try and bend these in just a smidge more so it doesn't come popping off of her wrist when she puts it on. But not so much that she can't get it on her wrist when she tries to put it on. And then we can clean it up nice. Hopefully. Might have to take some files to it just to make it pretty. We'll see. Don't touch the sides. A little bit of an alignment adjustment, and I think we'll be all right. Come on. Not perfect, but I think for some guy who doesn't really know what he's doing, that might work. This might be still a little too wide. Have to cool it down to find out. But with it nice and clean, you know, there's a little bit of slag off of there. It's definitely not worth any money. Like I said, it's not going to win any awards, but it's the effort that counts. One side's definitely thicker than the other. You can see here, this whole side, including the curly Q, is a lot thicker than this whole side. But the only thing you can do is get better. Keep trying, keep practicing. And I think we are officially done.